are so many fascinating philosophical questions about the nature of uncertainty. How do you go about studying a time that has yet to occur? On the other hand, scenario planning is a practice. It is something that organizations and cities, agencies, governments, laboratories, they use to solve their problems when other methods of exploring the future are failing.
So we are doing this as a way of ensuring that scenario planning quality is better in the world and that bad practices, in as much as possible, are avoided, not bought, not promoted, questioned. And we like to feel that we're creating a community of learners.
One of the really unique features of the Oxford Scenarios program is learning by doing. And so while the faculty involved, we're all deeply engaged in scholarly research on scenarios, we also all have a sense of how scenarios work in the real world and the practice of scenarios and where are the tricky moments, right? Where are some sticking points? How do you ensure that your scenarios are used and used well and that you're actually adding value to your organization by exploring the future and thinking about the future in terms of alternatives.
What's really unique about the Oxford Scenarios programme is we're not training, we're educating. So we're trying to get to the depth of practitioner. And an effective practitioner is not just somebody who's learnt a method and applies it time and time again, as though it's a tried and tested recipe. We're really trying to teach people not to be cooks, but chefs.
It's a very intensive learning experience. We put too much for any one participant, but enough for all participants, because there are very different ways of people learning, and you have to make sure that different people learn scenario planning in their own way and that they help each other. They are all given a live case, which is a real case with a real user, with a real conundrum that they're facing, that they are going to use to ground the scenario planning lessons that they are engaged in. About half to two-thirds of the week is group work. The remainder is lectures, methodologies.
The Oxford Scenarios program provides an opportunity to both explore the theoretical dimensions of scenarios, but also focuses through live cases and other ways to get the participants' hands dirty with scenario planning, gives them this rich practical experience as well.
Because it's a residential course, to the interactions we have, I spend more time with the participants just chatting over coffee, a drink in the evening or over meals than actually presenting to them. But I think the heart of and the value of the week they spend with us is working on these scenarios, guided of course by us faculty members.
We have wonderful participants with very interesting problems, whether it's future of how mining sites are going to be selected in Australia, the future of risk management in Russian energy, future of retailing in Brazil. So they bring us very interesting issues, which are not just interesting in terms of the substance, but methodological challenges. How do I get the scenario planning to be used more by the board? How does scenario planning and risk management get to work together? It's a multi-dimensional set of interests. It's intellectually challenging. You meet very interesting people. They bring very tough problems with them. They are facing sometimes pretty substantial challenges. And then they go and do wonderful things with them. It's important that people that come to the Scenarios program at the business school realize they're also coming to a Scenarios program in the University of Oxford, and that this opens up the wealth of minds and ideas in the university to them.